Hello everyone, welcome back to my final tutorial on the render settings. So here we'll be looking at render elements, which is this tab here. So we'll go ahead and we'll load these in before I explain what they are, which will be easier. So what we want to do, we want material random color. So essentially you just click on this here, and then click material random color, and it will show up here under render elements. So we want that one. I just right click on this, go material ID color, we'll go object ID, render ID. We don't really need the rest of these, but we can also add the Z depth, reflection, background. Also shadows is quite good. Just add more material ones in, and possibly these ones look pretty good. So to explain what they are, I'll go back to a previous render of my own. So this is one that I did using pretty much the same tools and experience in Rhino V-Ray. So as you can see, the previous tutorial, the Z depth, this is what it does here. It kind of blurs out anything that's not in focus on the camera. But so the render elements, what they do is essentially it gives you separate images with just these kind of colors on them, which makes it a lot easier to Photoshop. So as you can see, the material random color sets it to this. So you have all the materials set to different colors. So when it comes to photoshopping, you'll be able to select them separately and then edit it, which makes it a lot easier and a lot faster. You see you got the shadows there as well. And not all of these you need. I just like to export them with a lot, so it makes it a lot easier to edit in Photoshop. As you can see, these are just the reflections of the render by itself. So this is what all the different ones are. And then Z depth is a good one, because you can play around with these settings and add some nice effects to it. But yeah, so that's what render elements does there. So once we've set all of those, that means when you export your image, it will export with all the render elements separately as well. So now that's all your settings there. It's pretty much done, so we're ready to render. So you just want to hit render here with V-Ray. That's just our previous render we did there. And so this will take about an hour or so to render out, depending on your setup. So I'll get back to you once this is finished rendering. Alright, so then once your render is complete, what you want to do is click and hold on the save icon here. Then go to save all images to separate files. And then you can just go ahead and save that and name it. And yeah, so that's it. So in the next tutorial series we'll be going over this with Photoshop and making all the adjustments to make the image stand out a bit more. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of the series.